Highlights, highlights, highlights. Ravens, Jets, what went down? How does it affect the AFC playoff picture? Don't worry, we'll hop over to the NFC too. Don't worry, it's all happening here at the breakfast table. GMFB presented by Intuit QuickBooks. Week 15 kicked off. Kyle Brandt. It's December 13th. We've got Peter Schrager, of course. We've got Sean O'Hara, Super Bowl champ here at the breakfast table.
Hi.
2 hours
How you doing?
in. Have you ever been here on a Friday?
Yeah, I've been here.
Have you been here on a Friday the 13th where there's also a full moon?
Yeah, not a Freaky Friday. I haven't.
I heard you two met a friend downstairs.
There was some really popular New York people on the streets, really who were fans of the show. We got heckled on the streets. We got heckled on the
Should have
streets.
brought him upstairs. Sean O'Hara would have straightened him out.
We got heckled on the streets. A guy was not happy that we were in his way outside the subway. Sorry, pal. We're doing live
aren't you
TV.
surprised
In New York
it
City,
hasn't
aren't you
happened
always
sooner?
in someone's
I was
way?
gonna say.
A heckler
Meant to
says
happen.
boo. That guy was wanting to do crazy
Nobody's
things to
heckling
my
Lamar
body.
Jackson.
No, how could you? There's no material. Let's go for a ride.
That guy was a Jet fan, clearly.
Yeah, he was going to angry run right through me. Jets versus, look at it. He shows up with the shirt and the chains and the 8 on the back.
The animal.
How cool is this guy? Is there anyone in the world who doesn't like Lamar Jackson? Steelers fans, Browns fans, how do you not? First drive of the game, he out, he gone. I thought he was going to break the record right here. The record being Michael Vick's single-season rushing record. Look, Jamal Adams. Too bad Jamal was not out there. This game had a lot of juice. There would have been a lot of meetups.
Smack.
He was out, in-street closed. The defense jumps up. Peter, your boy, the tight end out in front, Boyle 86.
Nick Boyle's got a great story right now. He's with his wife, Christina. They are in the hospital. She's giving birth to their first child. Nick Boyle played last night knowing that they were going to be running to the hospital Friday morning afterwards.
It's amazing. Lamar picking up the record here, and he's going to feel a contraction really
If it's a boy, do you have to name it Lamar?
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Maybe.
Lamar
Boyle.
Feel compelled?
Lamar Boyle. Or maybe Mark. Mark Ingram runs around. There was no way they were stopping him. Guys, that is your classic first drive touchdown. They have a lot of those. It was also the 9th they've had on the option. It's the most in the NFL per our friends at PFF. So this is the Ravens. Just freeze it anytime you want. It's your 2019 Ravens.
It's a show.
It is, but it's only 7-0. Just look at Lamar out the gate, to get down. Now he's
I love him. Look what he does.
He angles out of bounds. No hits.
Nothing hit me.
Took that big one from Neville Hewitt, and I didn't see him take another one really all night. Now watch. Buy yourself time. Who should I go to? Ingram, Andrews? Nah, why not? Let's just throw it in the end zone for Miles Boykin.
Squad looked pretty good.
Miles Boykin's a rookie, a late-round pick at Notre Dame. He's playing a role. Like, these receivers are cool. Like,
Okay.
They're not your big-name guys. It's a lot of guys just playing roles, and they're happy with it.
They're up 13-0 because Justin Tucker missed an extra point. So mark that down in history. And what are you going to do about it? Look at Sam Darnold running. Look at his throw. Got it. Jamison Crowder, after woefully dropping a pass on the prior play, like the worst drop of the year, as Joe Buck put it, he just wanted the hard one. He made the very difficult catch.
What is he
Lost the
told
play.
though?
He wanted the toe
Not
drag
even close to
swag.
that, man. I'm still a 251 truther. I don't know if Le'Veon rolled that. But we have a touchdown, Mark Andrews. Also, after he scored and it was invalidated by a penalty, he went back to Andrews. Yeah.
You could tell that Greg Roman wanted that to happen. He went right back to it instead of pounding it on the ground.
It seemed like they kind of forced
They
it. And
wanted
they
a
got
touchdown
it.
throw.
And Mark Andrews leads all NFL tight ends in touchdowns, 21-7. Look at this beautiful throw. Hollywood. And now watch the close-up. Somewhere, sometime, look at the toe drag swag. Nate is somewhere just
How do you do
sleeping.
Where is he?
I don't know.
It's almost like
So beautifully.
I really
like
don't
he had a
that
toe
was-
pick.
I don't actually.
Because that was a toe drag swag. Other shows, stop saying it. Nate has lawyers on
Yeah.
toe drag swag. Stop it. Look out. Hollywood Brown again. All right, so they come up short on 3rd and 8. They're up 3 touchdowns in the second half at home. The Jets are doing the fist in the air.
Yeah,
All right,
we
let's
got him.
just
Good job,
go.
guys.
Come on, we don't need to go for the West. Get off. This is my team. This is my city. And they say, okay, Lamar, you want to go? Let's put you in the shotgun on 4th and less than 1.
Roll you out.
Why not? Not give it to Ingram. Watch this play. And then it's Andrews again.
Sick. You know what? He's like when people used to play with Jeremy Roenick on NHL Live.
Oh
back
my
in the day.
gosh,
You
yes.
can't play with Lamar anymore.
Sure,
That good.
he's not 100%. Neither is the quarterback. What's happening?
Not so much me as it is Ronick. Pink dot at the door. Lamar going deep. That's another touchdown. Peter, who is that?
Seth Roberts.
Thank you.
I love him. He has 40 total on the year. Deshaun Watson second with 32.
Kyle, he had 5 touchdowns last night. The only other person to have 5 touchdowns in 3 games is Peyton Manning.
Wow, like super young
What?
Peyton Manning. Wow, this is good.
He's doing with his arm.
And we're flashing the lights. It's kind of a rave. It's amazing. There's bibs being handed out. They're just eating.
What do you know about raves?
Oh, all kinds of things. Okay, I got pacifiers.
Eat,
today.
sleep, rave, repeat.
I used to hang with Darude. 42-21. The Ravens, very rude.
Nate's in a sandstorm right now.
It really is. Mr. Sandman, put Nate to sleep. 42-21. Mark Ingram always awake. And, you know, there's a saying in journalism, you never give up your microphone on a live shot. But Aaron Andrews willingly gave it to Mark Ingram and said, take it away, Jimmy, the mouth of the South Heart, and interview your guy, your MVP, Lamar Jackson. This is great.
Freaky L, a.k.a. Action Jackson, a.k.a. Era A Apparel. Listen, my dog. Hey, Juno, hit him. Hey, crank. All right, L. Man, you broke Mike Vick's rushing record, man. You the AFC North champions for the second year in a row. How I feel, man? Tell me how I feel, L Freaky.
It feel good, but you know we got a lot of season left to play, and we got 2 more banners to hang up.
So you telling me the story unwritten?
Unwritten right now.
Book unfinished.
Right.
Congratulations, brother, on breaking Mike's Vick record and being the GOAT, the MVP that you are.
Aaron's like El Freaky? Is that what, can you spell that? Is it hyphenated? What is going on? All right, taking a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They lock up the North last night with the win. They can clinch the #1 overall seed in the AFC and home field advantage. Mucho importante throughout the playoffs. So they win next week over Cleveland in Cleveland. Taking a look at the NFC side of things. What do you see, Shrey?
Hey, Rams-Cowboys this weekend. That's got a lot of stakes in it. If the Rams can get hot here and win out, they would need a little help from the Vikings. But the Cowboys, oddly enough, even if they lose this, they got the Eagles next week and another game after that. They could still find a way in.
Vikings hanging on to the final wild card spot with the Rams closing in. The Niners are at the top. They're at 11-2. Let's bring in Ian Rappaport. Rap Sheet. Welcome to the show. Niners jumping back into the #1 seed thanks to that win over the Saints last week. However, they do have some injuries, 2 big defensive injuries in that game. What's going on with Dee Ford and what's up with Richard Sherman?
Okay, it was a win for the Niners, but a costly one on the defensive side of the ball, and it does seem the way it's planned out now that they could end up being without these 2 defensive stalwarts through the end of the regular season, but hopefully back for the playoffs. Let's start with Richard Sherman. He has a grade 2 hamstring injury, which, you know, Sherman battles his way back in the field if he possibly can. Remember, a couple of years back, came back much earlier than anyone anticipated from a calf injury. So he's going to try to play, but for generally most players, this is something that would keep them out multiple weeks, and so you would not see him through December, potentially being back in the field in January. For Dee Ford, he has a 4-week hamstring injury, so he's another player, this pass rusher who they traded for in the offseason, who when he's been healthy has impressed. Another player you are not expected to see until the playoffs start, which means the 49ers are going to have to battle for seeds probably without them.
Wow, 49ers going to need all of those guys down the stretch. Now, Ian, Aditi Kinkhabwala had a report yesterday that Juju Smith-Schuster left practice early in advance of their game against the Bills. What do you got, as it's Friday and that game is Sunday night?
Yeah, and that was pretty significant. Remember, Juju Smith-Schuster had been a full participant in practice on Wednesday, and the thought was if he could just get through practice this week, he'd finally be back from that knee injury that he's been battling for almost a month now. Then, as Aditi mentioned, he just was not able to finish practice, was listed as limited, and now, from what I'm told, is a long shot to be able to play on Sunday. Maybe he makes it, wakes up today and is suddenly feeling better. I guess theoretically that's a possibility, but certainly it is not looking good. And the Steelers have won without him. They've done it for about a month. It sounds like they're going to have to do it on Sunday as well. Meanwhile, James Conner has been a full participant. He seems good to go for the Steelers.
Meanwhile, a bright side is that since Devlin Hodges has taken over, James Washington has really turned up, and he's airing it out to him down the field, so hopefully he can step up and they can get this done. They've dealt with adversity after obstacle this season. We'll see if they can pull it out. Thank you so much, Ian Rappaport. We'll talk to you in a little bit. We've had awesome guests this week. Let's give it up for our bookers. Great
job.
And they keep on coming. One of the gutsiest football players of all time, Doug Flutie, is here, joining us at the breakfast table in a little bit, and a Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. We have Blake Martinez right now, ready to talk about shutting down the Bears.
I love the face paint.
Yeah, look
You
at
like that eye black game, Sean?
I love that.
William Wallace.
That's right.
Don't miss it.